Marlon, before we even get into the fight, you were pretty emotional in your post-fight interview, talking about your daughter, how you won't stop until you see her smiling. Just talk a little bit about what she means to you and why this was such an emotional moment.
Okay, thanks by the way for the interview. So I get really emotional because I get my first win in the UFC. So this is something really big for my country, for me, for my team, 50-50. You know, my daughter have a syndrome. It's called Mobius syndrome. Basically, it's like she can't move his head, the muscles on the head, they don't work, so she can't smile, she can do like different faces, you know, and that's why I'm working really hard, because I'm not going to stop till I can pay the surgery and do it with the best doctors in the world. So I'm keeping working hard in my country with my team, and we do all this work for a reason. I have a family, I have 2 kids, but my first daughter born with this situation, so she needs the surgery, and I will work hard to pay it. You know, I'm training every single day of my life. I get a lot of sacrifices, you know, but I'm here for that. I'm here for the show. I put the show for the fans, you know, they are paying for something, so they don't want to watch a board fight. So this is for me, this is for my family, and for all the Ecuadorians that are looking at me and they believe me. I'm really thankful with my fans, with my friends, with my family, that they are always behind me, helping me and pushing me forward. So I want to say thanks to Ecuador. I have the best team in the world. I train with the best. So I feel good in Ecuador training, and I will prove why I'm here. And in every fight I give, I'm going to be for the fans, for the show, for the UFC, because they want a show. I will put the show back in there.
How close are you to maybe making that surgery a reality for your daughter?
So that's not that easy. They have I don't know how much it's going to be, but it's only going to be, it's expensive, you know. So in every single fight I make, I just think in one thing: my family need me, and I'm working hard for these people. So I am not going to stop. Today I received like a big shot. I was receiving punches in the ground, but I put my heart in, and I started to feel that I was not doing a good job. So I started to fight hard, you know, putting my heart strong. So that's what I do, and I don't know how much is the surgery, but I will work hard for this, because every dad wants to see his daughter smiling. My wife, that's the dream. We want to see our daughter smiling, so we're going to work hard for this thing.
Walk us through the finish. Salazar came out aggressive in round 2, was in top position. You get the submission. What opening did you see there?
Okay, when my manager Jason House called me, hey, you have a fight with Salazar. I already saw him fighting in 2 UFC ago, in that time when they called me for the fight. So basically, he's a wrestler and with a heavy hand. So my coach told me at the beginning, he's going to put you down. So I defend some takedowns from him, but he's still pushing. He was refusing the stand-up fight. You know, I'm a striker and I train a lot of jiu-jitsu. My coach is a jiu-jitsu black belt, so he told me like, okay, if you can defend the takedown, go and find submission. And the triangle, I saw a triangle and I grabbed him, and my coach told me, hey, don't finish him, stop. Put big elbows on his head. And I started to do what he said to me. You know, because I like to hear my corner. Because when he told me something, that's correct. When I try to do what I want, it never goes good.
You're a really young guy coming off of the Ultimate Fighter Latin America. How much do you feel like you've improved since you've been on that reality show?
So when I was in the show, it was a really hard time, you know, that you can call your family, you can watch TV. So, but I find a lot of love with my coach Verdun, the Ultimate Fighter. He's a really nice dude, and he always wait, come here, Pollito, we will support you. He called me Pollito because I was the younger in the show. So he helped a lot. And he always was talking to me like, okay, Chito, you have to do this, you have to fight like this. So I'm really thankful with Verdun, because he helped me a lot. So he's a really nice dude, because he's in the top, and he was taking care a guy that was in the, like I was. My career is really short, and he take care of me, put the line on me. So I'm thankful with Verdun because he helped me a lot back in the house. And what happens on my debut in the UFC was, for me, was a bad decision, but that's already in the past. Now this is the moment. We have to live the moment and watch the future. So I will train next week. I am not going to stop. No, I am not going to take vacations. I will go back home and I will continue my training with my coach, Frank Vidal, because this is about hard work. So if I want the win, I have to hard work. So that's what I will do.
Does your daughter watch your fights?
Yes, she's watching my fights right now with my wife and I have another kid. He has 4 months. He's a baby. He don't know what I do right now. But my daughter, I call her in FaceTime in the morning, and she was like, "I will jump like this, Dad, when I watch you win." So it was a good moment for me. So I turn off my cell phone and I just pray a little bit and I say, "God, give me the win for my family, for my daughter, because she needs me. She's a little daughter." I'm grateful with my dad too, because you know the sport is really small back in Ecuador. So my dad is the one who support me and helped me to pay the bills. He's a really good man. And today was the first time he watched me fighting alive. So I put my dad in my corner because I feel strong with my coach and my dad. And I have to thank for my boy Andres. He worked out with me. He came from Canada to help me. So I'm grateful with the people that help me every day.
Well, since your daughter's probably watching and she'll probably see this, what would you like to say to your daughter back home?
So I would say to my daughter that I love her, I love my family, and I am not going to stop till I get that surgery for her because she deserves it. She's a really cute girl. Not because of my daughter. If you met her, she's really happy, she's always jumping, so I get emotional when I talk about this, so, you know, I will work hard for my family.